Okay, ready. I'm going to do the theme song.
No, we're not doing
doing the
that.
theme
no,
song.
no,
There's
no.
a starman
Edit me
waiting
out
in
of
the
this.
sky, and he wants to come and meet us,
Okay, you
but
got-
he
you-
thinks he'd blow our minds. There's a star. All right. Hey, that was
Got
for.
all the lyrics wrong.
I have the lyrics in front of me.
The song, it's called Starman. You didn't even say that part right. Come on.
It's Star Lord after
There's
Guardians.
a Star Lord
Yeah.
waiting in the sky.
It's for David
Okay.
Bowie. David Bowie died this week, Simon. You knew that.
Nope, wasn't aware.
Yeah, he
Nope.
died at
Nope.
age 60.
No, don't say it.
69. Hi everyone. This is welcome to episode 1 of
This is welcome to.
this. Welcome to this is the this. Can we start over?
No. We've gone too far now. Okay,
All right.
this is our podcast.
This is
That we're gonna
Podcast of
do.
the Apes, where we talk everything from movies to comic book movies to comic books
It's gonna stop it.
to books to everything in between. Oh, we're good.
And comic book movies.
And comic book
And
movies.
comic books.
And regular books.
And regular comic book movies.
My name is Sebastian.
And the news, just in general.
Yep.
You were saying?
My name is Sebastian. With me is my co-host, Simon. Simon, say hello.
Hello.
Do you want to start out with some news?
Ah,
I've got some movie news here. You're gonna like it.
I mean, okay, what's new? Since, like,
You know, I have
Captain
an
America's
idea.
Spoilers.
Just based on what I'm looking at right now, I have an idea for a segment. Our very first official segment. I'm calling this News Headlines. Wacky headlines.
Okay, I'm not a fan of this.
All right, ready? You're gonna like this. Okay, our first headline of the day. I'm gonna have some water. Okay.
Yes.
All right. First headline. Wait. Hold the water in your mouth. This is gonna
No,
be good.
no, we're not doing that. None of that.
Michael Bay's 13 Hours wants to
Dear
be the
God.
sexiest Benghazi movie.
Okay, we're done. We're just about done here.
The sexiest Benghazi movie ever created. Okay, so that sounds amazing.
You know, okay, Michael Bay.
Yeah, are we talking Michael Bay?
We're talking
I like-
Michael Bay.
I
I
like
think.
I like to think we're talking Michael Bay.
I think. Once you bring Michael Bay into it, you really just can't go back.
Oh, I have a sweet segue. Not in my room, but like a segue into a new topic.
Okay.
Okay.
And don't tell me you have a sweet segue.
We're talking Michael Bay, right?
We're talking Michael Bay.
Okay. And you know, Michael Bay has a new movie that's going to be one of the biggest movies of 2016.
If you say Teenage Mutant
Teenage Mutant Ninja
okay.
Turtles 2. I'm bringing up the list. Okay. Do you want to talk about some movies that are coming out this year? It's a new year.
You know,
new
I
me.
thought we were gonna talk about Daredevil.
You know, we were walking downtown in our town here in sunny California, because it's always sunny
What are you talking about?
in California.
It's always sunny, like the show. It's always sunny in California.
In California. And it's night, right? So it wasn't sunny. I'm gonna have some water. I'm gonna make it sound real gross for the mic.
Don't. Oh God, that's 1,000 years down the train.
Okay.
We're at negative 1,100 now.
Oh, this is going swimmingly. Anyway, we were walking by the bus stop, and there's this guy sitting there on like a bench, and he was like, "Hey, Happy New Year, gents."
Yes.
We both thought he was wishing us happy. Well, he was, but we both forgot it wasn't New Year. But it is.
Okay.
apparently.
Okay. We're enough of this. We're talking about comic book movies here. Come
We
on.
are- okay.
Okay.
Do you want to hear a list of movies to come out this year, Simon? Okay.
What kind of movies are we talking?
We're talking all types of movies.
I don't know.
Should I only read the comic books? It seems to be in order. Okay, I'll just read you some.
Okay. All
and
the
you-
comic book movies and like other things that are, kind of
Pop culture.
yeah.
Your Back to the Future.
Comic book
Your
movies.
Ghostbusters. Something that could be made a comic book of.
And Hail Caesar,
And
because I
Hellraiser.
like that one.
I actually don't know what. that
Okay,
is.
well, continue. Come on, read your list.
Okay, how about I'll read it out and then you tell me your if it's a big smiley or if it's a frowny, or if
Okay, we need a different grading system here. Big smiley and
Simon
big frown.
scale of worst to best.
All right.
Remember when we
Okay.
used to do
Sounds
that?
good. Sounds
Simon
good.
scale of worst to best. So basically, what this is for our listeners, or anyone who may have stumbled across this in the deep reaches of the internet.
Continue.
Okay. Me and Simon go and see movies a lot. That's why
Simon and I.
God damn it, dude! I'm on the podcast. How dare you? Okay, me and Simon go and see movies a lot, and often when I ask Simon if he likes a movie, he'll say something like, "Oh man, that movie's the worst," or "That movie's the best." So I came up with the Simon scale. I guess you came up with it.
I mean, I've been using.
I came up with the Simon scale of worst to best, which is I'll ask Simon if he likes a movie, and he'll say, "It's the best" or "It's the worst," and usually they mean the opposite, like TMNT.
It's the worst.
Oh wow, that one was mixed feelings.
Okay, no.
Let's get on with the list.
No. You explained it badly.
Okay, you go ahead. I'm gonna have more.
So the worst is the best. The worst is the worst.
I'm doing more of my gross water.
No, you're not. No, you're not doing that. You did it. Okay. And the best is also the best. But Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is the best, so the best is the worst.
Okay, so basically, his rating can mean anything, and I'll just kind of agree.
Usually you can tell.
Right. You make your own judgment, and then it's like Simon's agreeing with you. It's so good. Okay.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Batman, I'm not sure how to pronounce this. Batman v Superman? And then
I haven't heard of that one.
It's got a subtitle. Dawn of Justique. Justique? Dawn of Justique. Are you gonna go see that?
I don't know.
I haven't heard about this one.
Are there trailers for that? Like is this...
Sorry. Okay. Do you want to give our opinions on Batman v Superman?
I mean, what is there to say that has not been said?
Yeah.
By a million memers.
Yeah. We should get through these quickly so we can get on to what we're going to talk about this episode. Which, spoiler alert.
Don't spoil it.
X-Men.
God damn
It's X-Men. So.
Remember when I told you? I said, hey.
No spoilers for what we're doing.
I said, no, don't spoil it.
You did. You were very adamant. You pleaded with me. I'm gonna roll this desk out. Okay. Captain America: Civil War. Yep.
I mean,
you know what just occurred to me?
You know, I'm not really a fan of the old comic book movies, so I think I'll miss that one.
Of course. You know what I just thought of? You can't.
Powerhouse.
He's got the.
No.
He has the. Simon I'm going to say it. I'm saying it. I'm telling them what you're doing. Simon has the Marvel Encyclopedia of characters. The Marvel character encyclopedia open in front of him, and he is commenting on all the dumb characters. Can you do that later? That could be a segment, man.
Well, here's the thing, though. I'm looking for something specific. Just ignore it. Just
okay,
go on with what you're doing.
But you know what just occurred to me? You can't give it a Simon rating of worst to best if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I can't say it's...
Okay.
Oh, my God.
So
that's determined... Okay, continue.
He's looking at Muscular Professor X. I'm sorry. X-Men Apocalypse. That we'll talk about later. And then Deadpool we'll also talk about later. Suicide Squad, of course. Right? Looking great.
Wow. Okay, I'm calling it right now. Within the next 2 weeks, there will be some new Suicide Squad promotion because there has not been in a while.
You know what I think we're going to see soon? I think we're going to see some sweet Doctor Strange promotion. Or maybe more Civil War.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I'm guessing they're
Doctor Strange will probably, throw...
potential spoiler alert for Civil War. Ant-Man goes giant. We know that because of, Lego sets and, Funko sets and your repetitions and then you do a set at the gym. No, that's wrong. But I'm guessing they're going to put out a trailer with that because I think that'll really draw people in.
Franken Castle.
Dude, come on, man. You can't just read out of the encyclopedia.
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, we're going to be talking about this bloke at some point.
2016, also Finding Dory.
Nope, we're skipping that one.
Skipping it. Rogue One, A Star Wars Story.
I mean... Not much to say.
Well, I'm interested.
No, that's not what I mean. It's going to be amazing. Everyone knows it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, we don't really have any info on it, right? We know it's about the Death Star plans.
I mean, we know the cast.
Should I put this on like something so it doesn't overheat?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Excuse
Noise.
excuse any weird noises. Do you want to like make water sniffing noises to cover it up? Okay. Here we go. We got it. All right. It'll shut down.
What is that noise?
It's the fan on the computer because it
Can
gets
I pick
hot.
that up?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh man. This...
Next on our movie list, Heil Caesar.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to that one.
Can you explain it to me? Like, what is it?
It's, I believe it's up for
I think I can kind of see
best foreign picture.
it. Okay, that's enough.
It's about like the concentration camps.
Look, I don't like foreign films, so
Agreed.
let's
Moving
just
on.
leave it off. Ghostbusters, the reboot.
Okay, that
With
doesn't
women.
exist. Doesn't exist.
With
Move
female
on.
Ghostbusters.
Move on.
You don't want to
Move
see some
on.
sweet female Ghostbusters?
Move on.
Some sweet ghost booty? A ghost bust of sorts? I should have made that joke. That was way better. You know, because like you have a bust.
Okay, you gotta stop.
You have a ghost bust. The Jungle Book. I'm very excited.
Yes.
In person, if you haven't met me, because if you have, you already know this. I look like King Louis from the Jungle Book. That's
The
my,
resemblance is actually striking, if you will.
It's uncanny. And Simon is King Kong with a little bow tie.
In real life.
In real
I'm
life,
actually,
it's
I'm
weird
a 50-foot gorilla.
because he can talk very well.
Yeah,
he
it's-
talk very good.
He does.
Star Trek Beyond.
Ooh.
I like that
well,
trailer.
J.J. Abrams
J. Abrams.
not directing.
Jar Jar
It's,
Abrams. Jabrams. It's the guy who did Furious 7.
yeah.
Is it Fast and Furious 7 or is this just Furious 7?
No, it's in the past.
I don't like that movie.
Okay.
A lot of
Nobody
people like
asked
that
for your
movie.
opinion.
That's true.
Nobody asked for your
We
opinion.
don't give our movie opinions on this podcast, Sam.
That
Okay.
is true.
And-
Moving on.
I'm looking forward to Star Trek Beyond.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. Independence Day Resurgence.
Well, Will Smith is not in it, but I'm sure
Jeff
it'll-
Goldblum.
yeah,
He's in it.
oh,
He's
yeah,
back.
Jeff
Back on
Goldblum.
board.
I'm sure it'll be entertaining. But
The
I don't know.
Rosebud or the Peach Blossom, because he's in bloom. Get it?
Ah.
I got him right when he was taking it. Kung Fu Panda 3. All right.
Yes.
Yes. I'm on
The
board.
Kaboom of Doom. Yeah.
That's the official title.
Yep. Kung Fu Panda, Kaboom of Doom.
Zoolander 2.
I believe it's called Zoo 2 Lander, actually.
It's called Zootlander.
Zoot. It's called Zoot.
Tootlander.
It's called Zook.
Toot.
You're done.
Zoot Toot. The
Okay, wait a second. Hold on just 1 second. Punisher's costume.
Oh, he's back on the encyclopedia.
No. The skull on his chest sometimes looks really, really freaking goofy.
Dude, we're not doing this.
Okay, all right.
Allegiant.
What is that?
It's the third Divergent movie. I watched the first one when it was in theaters with like my family, and no, never again. I don't even like the books that much. Do you remember when I was reading those books like 2 years ago, and I was like, I don't
Can't
really like
say I
these.
remember that.
Okay.
Is it, that's just like a copy of.
It's just the Hunger Games. It's one of them young adult novels.
One of them, yeah. Hate those.
Okay, Warcraft.
Oh yeah.
You got some things to say about Warcraft?
I do have a few things. I believe Shrek will be making a cameo, as seen in the trailer. A very extensive cameo, lasting through the entire movie. What I'm saying is it's starring Shrek. Moving on.
Okay. Ride Along 2.
That doesn't exist. Thank you.
Ride a Loot. Zoot. The Huntsman. I think this is a Snow White.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
this
The Emily Blunt is in it.
Haha. Zootopia. It's a Disney movie.
Okay. Well,
Do you want to see the picture? It's that. Do you see it? Okay, never mind.
all right. Well, can't say I'm looking forward to that because I have no idea what it is.
Yeah, but you can't say you're not looking for it.
I can say that actually.
Alice in Wonderland Through the Looking
Yes.
Glass.
Looking forward to that one. It's
Really?
probably.
A lot of people don't like that
Probably.
reboot. I like Johnny
Probably.
Depp's hat.
I did not like the part at the end of the first one where Johnny Depp danced.
Cool. Moving on.
It was pointless.
Moving on.
Oh gosh, it was almost really good.
I'm gonna skip around here because I don't really care.
But
about
it
a lot of
did
these.
have Alan Rickman. Rest in peace.
Oh yeah, Alan Rickman also died at age 69. Moving on. Gods of Egypt.
Nothing to say about
Looks,
that.
looks pretty quality, right? Looks
I
like some
mean,
good quality film.
It looks like Transformers mixed with that one.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
What I'm saying is it's Michael Bay.
Fantastic.
I don't know if it's really Michael Bay, but it's Michael Bay.
Okay. Next up, we have the Harry Potter spin-off movie, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. That's the poster. I hadn't seen that yet. That
Oh
looks pretty
yeah,
good.
wow. It's got some fantastic beasts going
look at this guy. Who is that? What actor is this?
I don't know.
Newt Scamander? Is that a
I believe that says
that's a Harry Potter name.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Or is it his real name?
Daniel Radcliffe, his real name or his Harry Potter name was Harry Potter.
Huh. Okay, and for our new listeners, which is all of our listeners,
which is none of our listeners.
Nice. Whenever there is a Harry Potter movie mentioned,
No,
I'm doing this. I feel obligated to give my sexy or like dirty Harry Potter movie name. So mine for this. Someone asked me what mine for this is.
Mine for this is.
No. Ask me what. Okay, I'm in. Fantastic D and Where to Find It.
Up top. I hate you.
Dude, that was a sweet high five. We have some more. There's like the one with the guy who plays Captain Kirk in the new Star Trek movies. Chris Pine. And he's like on a boat.
Pine.
It's called Finest
Oh
Hours.
yeah, that movie looks pretty cool. Alright, that's enough to be said about that. I like ocean movies.
Oh, and speaking of ocean movies, we got the next like in the Tangled Frozen kind of style.
Ooh.
It's a Disney movie. It's called Mona, and it's from like the Pacific Islands. Do you like Frozen?
Ooh, I do.
Do you want to sing a Frozen song? I'll sing it with you. Can we do
No.
Do you want to do the
we're
troll
not.
one?
Oh, I like that one.
He's a bit of a fixer-upper. Okay.
We gave it our best shot.
That was nice. The Forest.
Oh, that's
the
the
horror
one with
movie. Where they go into the forest.
Moving on. Oh, looks pretty spooky.
Okay, we got London Has Fallen.
Okay,
Which I don't
that's.
care for. I don't really care that.
Yeah, that's.
I think these are going in like
Oh, wait a second! You skipped one.
Angry Birds. Wanted. Ah! What?
Don't break the mic, man.
There's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2? Alright. I probably...
In case somehow you don't know.
So,
we're big fans.
Of TMNT. We almost named this podcast Teenage Mutant Normal People. Like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
And it would be funny because it's implying that we're...
We like to think this is better.
Normal people.
We hope... and mutants.
No.
Moving on. Angry Birds, the movie.
That has Peter Dinklage.
We also love Peter Dinklage.
That film, that major motion picture features Peter Dinklage.
I'm going to read off 3 more.
Even if his name wasn't Peter Dinklage, he would still be a legend.
I got 3 more. Do you want to hear them?
Yeah, and then after that, I have to tell a story about something that happened today.
Oh, a sweet personal story. I love it. Okay. Roald Dahl's The Big Friendly Giant.
Giant, yes.
BFG. Starring Bill Hader.
I actually recently saw a trailer for that, and
Is that
it looks like a good movie. I remember reading the book.
How's the giant? Does he look...
You don't see the giant.
Oh, that's disappointing.
It's pretty spooky, though. It's not really spooky. It's just like, ooh.
Okay, 2 more movies. Norm of the North. Do you remember we were in a movie theater like a couple months ago, I pointed this out to you? It's about a polar bear.
Nope, doesn't exist.
You don't remember that?
That does not exist. I'm sorry.
And it says, friends of mine and friends of the show, which is you all now, you're contractually obligated.
Yeah, you're our friends. You don't have a choice.
Yeah, it's illegal to not be our friends, so sorry. as people will know, I love a sweet movie subtitle for a kids movie. My favorite so far is, do you know it?
Oh, wait, give me a second.
It's for the Box Trolls.
Oh, the Box Trolls were back for war?
No. Dare to be Square.
Oh my. Is that where you got that?
Yeah, that was the subtitle for the Box Trolls. I don't even remember what that movie was.
God.
Yeah.
Paranorman.
Okay, but this has
Para.
this. Simon, you're gonna want to hear this
Norman.
because that's my favorite. But this might beat it out, literally in a back alley, for all its money.
Okay.
Bear to be different.
Dare to be square?
No. Norm of the North, and then it's Dare to be different, but instead of Dare, it's Bear because he's a polar
That's
bear.
the same thing as the
No,
other.
I love it.
I like Dare to be Square more.
Dare to be Square. What do you think about this CGI looking polar bear?
No. We're not talking about that.
Okay, well, give me a second, because like.
We're also not talking about that.
Yes.
No,
Okay.
no.
Oh, okay. Well. Okay. Let me get it up. Another. Do you want to read through some of the encyclopedia while I do this?
Yeah, okay. So this guy, I don't know.
Oh wait, I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
All right.
Oh, okay. I had to look this up because I was wrong about this. But there is in 2016, nothing released about it yet. It's directed by Jake Kasdan.
Let me give it a guess.
It's a reboot to Jumanji. Sorry.
I'm gonna guess a reboot to Jumanji.
Oh, good job. He's directed Sex Tape.
Oh, that was the Seth Rogen one.
No, with
Seth Rogen.
Jason Segel and Cameron Diaz, and also Bad Teacher with Cameron Diaz, and New Girl.
With Cameron Diaz.
No, with
Seth Rogen.
Zoe Deschanel
as the new girl.
It's got. Let's see.
That's a movie I would see.
I don't know any of these people, any of these actors. Anyway, what do you think about Jumanji? What are your thoughts on Jumanji overall? What are your overalls? Where are your overalls? Your pantsless.
I'm wearing them right here. Snap. That's
You snap suspenders. You don't snap overalls.
Same thing. Whatever.
Okay. What are your thoughts on Jumanji? I've written that in my show notes. I don't know why.
Jumanji. It had Good Will Hunting.
Robbie Williams. Rest in peace, Robbie Williams. We've talked about a lot of dead actors this episode.
Hey, I didn't.
I guess David Bowie.
That's literally two.
David Bowie.
David Bowie counts as an actor for one movie.
Yeah.
So three.
And Alan Rickman. Do your best Alan Rickman impression in memoriam.
Ronald Weasley.
That's great. Do your best Megatron impression.
Leviosa.
That's the same thing. I'll tell you.
Oh my god.
Alright, I just spilled a little water. It's cool. It's good.
Not cool.
I'll get a towel.
Oh.
Tell your sweet personal story.
Okay.
Towel.
So I was sitting in my biology class, right? Just finished a biology test. And there's this guy. He's always got his 3DS, right? And he's playing Smash Brothers over there. And so he's sitting there. He finishes his test, right? He pulls out his 3DS. And then he reaches back in his backpack. And he pulls out a Wii U gamepad. And I'm like,
What?
okay.
I'm back.
That's pretty weird, but whatever. Then he pulls out a Wii U.
Wait, the console?
Yes. Then he plugs in the Wii U into some outlet, and he starts playing
In
Smash.
class?
Yes, he starts
Were
playing
you supposed
Smash
to be doing
Brothers.
something?
I think so. We have like a long-term sub, so it doesn't matter. But like, he was just sitting there playing Smash Bros. On his gamepad. Eventually, of course, I joined him because he had another controller.
Do you have a moral to your story? That's really weird.
That guy's a living legend. That's the moral.
That's a great moral. I'm back. I'm going to give my thoughts on Jumanji, and then we should move on to our subject for this week, which is X-Men.
Daredevil.
People who used to be men, and now they've made the transition to be women because that's who they
You know,
are.
I think they made a show about that.
No, they've made a series of movies.
No. It's called
Young Indiana Jones.
No, it's pretty famous. It's pretty not famous, you know. It's pretty popular. I think it won some of those awards.
Is it Keeping Up with the Kardashians?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay, great.
No, it's called
Because
like.
they used to be men. Oh,
So.
I'm gonna rag on the Kardashians. That's a thing.
Kardashians. The Kardashians. I know all the Kardashians. I know
Can you name all the Kardashians?
Kanye,
Kanye Kardashian,
Will,
Will Kardashian,
North,
Norm of the North.
East,
No, we're not doing this.
West. Kanye, that's the one.
Full circle. You know what I think about Jumanji? Answer me this. Riddle me this, okay? I have a question for you that I want to ask.
You ever see that? Oh wait, continue. Yeah.
I don't want to ask on the air. Okay. In the movie Jumanji, they pull out the board game and they're like, "Oh, this looks fun," because
Oh, this.
that's what kids love.
Yeah.
Kids
definitely.
love a sweet old dusty board game in a box, and they open it because they want to play it. That's what you do when you want to. That's why you would open a box that has a board game in it that you know has a board game in it
When
because
I
you want to
open
play the board game.
boxes, I get a box.
Okay, if you find a board game and you open it up, it's because you want to play, right? Okay, in the second movie, Zathura, right?
What?
Yeah, you know Zathura?
Give me this.
What are you doing?
There. Cleaned it. Okay.
You just wiped my hand across my Marvel
feel like-
encyclopedia.
I feel like we've been through this before.
There's a second.
There's no need to cry about bad movies.
Oh,
That's what I always say.
I thought you were gonna not acknowledge that this exists.
No. I think I've said it before, and there's a lot of truth to it.
Okay, but just to hear me out, man.
Jumanji is
Jesus.
not a movie.
Oh.
It's a board game.
This had Josh Hutchman.
It's a who?
This had the guy who plays Peter Millark. This had Christine Stewart.
Josh who?
Josh Hutchins.
What?
This had Frank Oz as a robot.
As a whoa. You know,
This had some sort of baby-headed man named Derek Myers. Ugh. Sorry.
he's the lead Zorgon. You know.
I'll get off IMDb. IMDb.
You say IMBD every freaking time.
I am the Beast. I am Sebastian.
Sebastian.
I'm a Kardashian.
You gotta keep up with him, you know.
Keep up with all the Kardashians, all your favorite Kardashians. Mark Kardashian.
Okay, we're not doing that again.
Timothy
Okay,
Kardashian.
now we're gonna get to.
Okay, no.
No.
In Zathura, they take out the board game, right? And they're like, this looks boring. You know, like kids do.
Yeah, like they do. They pull out a dusty old board game, and they don't say, "Hey, let's open it up and play it." It's Robin
Okay,
Williams.
Their intent is not to play it, but they open up the box, and then they check under the board, and there's another board.
Question.
I have questions.
No. Question.
Yes.
Is it the same kids from the first one?
No, it's like in the modern era, and they start playing the game, and instead of like jungle stuff, it's like space stuff, and they open the door to their house, and their house is floating in space. I remember that because I was a little kid, and I would always see that trailer because it was on one of our VHS cassette tapes. Remember those?
Cassette. Okay, those are two different things. you just said
VHS
there.
cassette tape.
No.
VHS tapes. Versatile.
Hydrogen.
Hydrogen. You and hydrogen.
I know.
That's
I
gonna
didn't
sound
even-
real gross on the mic.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but that scared the crap out of me when I was a little kid. Just opening the door to your house, and your house is floating in space, and you can breathe,
You would die.
and you can breathe, and there's gravity.
No.
Because it's
You
weird.
would die.
But why would you check under the board? Can you not lean on me?
What are you talking
It's
about?
uncomfortable. You're kind of sweaty. I want to turn the fan
I'm
on.
not sweaty.
It's not funny.
Good.
Like, why would you check under the? Okay, we're moving on.
No, we're not. Yeah, what the hell? Why were we talking about that for like 10 minutes? All right.
One of the movies I mentioned was for this new upcoming year of 2016. is
That was.
that was rough. Should we restart? No, it's okay. We're not gonna restart. We're gonna leave all
We
this
should
in.
probably restart.
Keep going. Keep going trucking. We've been doing this for holy shit. Okay.
Wow. Milestones.
All right.
Wowza.
Doing Owen Wilson. Wow.
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 Wow. I hate that guy. Alright, moving on.
Deadpool is coming out, so we thought we would talk about the new X-Men continuity. Do you want to explain that?
I do. I have been known to have a deep understanding
of time travel because you are from the future.
Well, that too. You weren't supposed to tell him that in the first episode. That was supposed to be a season 2 reveal.
That's a build-up.
But
there aren't seasons in podcasts. Do you know?
Hey, why don't you shut up?
All right.
So I've been known to have a very deep, powerful, if you will, knowledge
of the Force.
Well, yeah, definitely. But the X-Men,
universe,
the current X-Men timeline.
Canon. Okay, so for our listeners who have never,
you told me to explain it.
Okay, no, I'm gonna set you up. I'm gonna give you a sweet reading. For our listeners who have never,
and I'm gonna knock them up.
For our listeners who care at all, this is gonna contain spoilers for all the X-Men movies.
Because we know you haven't seen those.
I guess I should have said spoiler alert for Zathura, but no one cares.
Hey, man, you spoiled it for me. I didn't know they were making another.
Well,
they made another 100 years ago. Whatever.
It's the risk you take when you...
Speaking of board games, up top.
Nice. Okay. So Simon is going to tell... so if you haven't seen it, in X-Men Days of Future Past... nice. I opened the page and it went right to the Punisher page, which he had open. But there is a new X-Men timeline. It's okay. Yeah, you explain.
Okay, so, oh my God!
Sorry, Mr. Fantastic.
Every page is a new nightmare in this book.
Yeah, this book has some wacky artwork.
Okay, so as I was saying,
just explain like why there's a new time.
Yeah. Okay. So, X-Men Days of Future
Past
podcast.
Nice! We did it again.
So, a lot of stuff happens. Wolverine gets lucky.
No, wrong.
No, he gets a dope new car.
Oh, yeah.
And
it's playing music and it's like...
Yeah, and he's Disco-reen, our favorite kind of Wolverine here at...
Should we talk about the Road Cut first?
Oh, right, we watched...
Okay, we're going to get on to the X-Men timeline eventually, but first we are going to spoil the hell out of X-Men Days of Future Past, the Road Cut. So what happened was, with this, is... X-People. That's funny.
X-Man.
What happened with this...
Krakoa.
Okay. Can I close this?
He's... Oh...
What?
Oh,
okay. You have to explain to the listeners. It's
okay.
They can't see us.
Cut.
Okay, so what they did was they filmed Days of Future Past, and they filmed it with the character Rogue, who is like she's a mutant. Rogue. She's a mutant. Do you want to explain her powers? I can do it.
Rogue is one of those characters, right? One of those ones with the claws and the adamantium, you know. And a crazy hairdo. And her catchphrase is, I'm the Wolverine.
One of the scenes in, oh wait.
No, that doesn't matter. Okay.
I'm gonna say, in one of the scenes of X-Men Days of Future Past, they go to, Quicksilver's house to get Quicksilver and to Quicksilver for them. And then he's gonna Quicksilver about. This is going on long. I'm not okay. And, the little sister character, who is not Scarlet Witch, by the way, because in the Road Cut, that scene is extended, which results in two things. One, the mom says to the little girl at one point, she says, go bug your sister, which means, and she's like upstairs, which means there's another sister, Simon. Scarlet Witch. I'm pointing to her boob.
Well, you know.
Which is on the cover. So that's cool. They're probably going to do a Scarlet Witch, or maybe never. We don't know.
You know, though. Yeah. There could be a third sister.
Yeah. Oh. So they've alluded to a sister we don't see, but that one's all. Is it just a series of fake outs?
Scarlet Witch was neither of those sisters. Ever think of that?
It's Quicksilver.
Quicksilver
He's
is Scarlet
and he's
Witch.
an X-Man. Yes.
You beat me to it.
We
Okay.
high-fived again. Okay, sweet segue. But the other thing in that scene is the little girl, as Wolverine's walking in the door, she goes, "Can I do my impression?"
No, you can't.
"I'm a princess. What are you?" And he goes, "I'm the Wolverine."
Oh, he takes off the glasses
He
first.
He looks at her. He takes. Oh, they can't see me. I'm gesturing. He looks at her. He takes off his sunglasses and he goes, "What?
No.
You singing?" Okay. He goes, "I'm the Wolverine." And he just scares me.
No. He says it like nice guy. He's like, I'm the Wolverine.
He's Italian. "I'm the Wolverine."
He tells her straight up. He says, bitch.
Okay, so we watched
That's my favorite scene.
Days of Future Past, the latest X-Men movie, most expensive movie to make for a while. It was really expensive. The CGI. That's crazy. Right?
There was a lot of it.
They had to pay Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage, he charges a lot.
Top
for
dollar.
his services.
Oh boy. Oh
Okay,
mama.
Stop talking
So,
about Peter that
In
way.
X-Men Days of Future Past, Peter, if you're listening, we're your biggest fans. And we don't mean to be insulting by saying biggest. Okay. That's an... Okay.
Because of your big mustache.
Yeah, exactly.
In Days of Future Past.
A big dick.
Edit me out of this.
I will. Don't worry. Guaranteed. So, Days of Future Past, they filmed the whole thing with the character of Rogue. Her mutant power is that for no reason she can take other people's mutant powers. That's kind of a cop-out, though, right?
I mean, there's always gonna be that. With every Superman, there's a Bizarro.
He's looking at a picture of Bizarro.
That's not true.
Okay, now you are. Ah!
Don't lie to our devoted fans.
Our friends.
I'm looking
You're
at.
all our friends. And we love you.
We don't have friends.
All our friends.
I have family.
I don't like that movie, okay?
Okay, we're not talking about that
Okay.
movie.
Alright. But if we were. Okay. So, they filmed it all with Rogue. She can take people's powers. And then they cut it out. She's been in other X-Men movies. You've seen her. You've seen
She
her.
was in
She was
X-Men Origins, Wolverine.
She was in X-Men, the X-Men.
She was in X-Men,
She was in Axeman,
the spin-off.
the spin-off with body spray. Okay. And in the Rogue cut, they re-released the movie, charged a little extra, and got schmuckers like me.
Schmuckers.
Schmuckers
That's
like
not anything.
They got some schmoes
Okay,
like me
no.
to buy it and pay extra price.
we're not glossing over that.
Okay, but we are.
You are both a schmuck and a loser. You are, in fact, a schmucker.
We're both schmuckers.
No. Don't lump me into your schmucker
Your mother
group.
schmucker.
Okay.
I'll call you that. You can't say that, Simon. It's not a word.
You can't see me.
Okay. So, the Rogue cut, I had already seen it, but tonight, me and Simon watched it for the first time
You
together.
know, I believe...
And so it was fun.
I could be wrong, but I believe there was a lot of ice cream cake.
Simon ate like most of an ice cream cake I'd been saving for him for like a month.
Ooh, boy.
So for my birthday,
Okay,
we
so
went and saw
I
The Force
ate-
Awakens,
I ate like a slice, right?
and I had an ice cream cake.
I gotta
and
get,
he
I
didn't
gotta
get
real
me.
close to him for this.
Oh gosh, he's getting real close to the mic.
See, I ate like a slice, right? It was
That's
pretty
not gonna
good.
sound good.
I
on the mic.
liked it, and then I ate the rest. That's all.
Oh god, it was so gross. I saved him ice cream cake, and he demolished it. I'd describe you as a vacuum.
I gave it my best shot.
Hit me with your best
is
shot.
Okay, no.
Why don't you hit me with your best shot? We gotta find a theme song. It's one of
I
these.
will hit you.
We'll find it someday. If you guys want to send in a theme song, any song, your favorite song, the theme song to your favorite TV show, we will use it.
That's not true.
Copyright free. Right in.
Oh yeah, we gotta get past that. Oh,
Podcast of the Apes show at gmail.com.
That's not real.
I made
That's
an email.
real?
Yeah.
Well, put like a link to it in the description or something.
Yeah. Also, we are on Twitter, and I'll put us on YouTube too after this, so that'll be under the same email. So that'll all be linked below. What did you think of the road cut of Days of Future Past? Days of Future Past.
Not high-fiving you.
Okay, what did you think of it?
Okay. I've got a lot to say about it.
Yeah, alright, go ahead.
The rogue scenes were cool, I guess.
The one rogue scene?
Yeah, I thought they call it the rogue cut. Although there were some rather steamy scenes that we won't discuss.
Hey, hang on. Woohoo.
Okay.
Steamy.
Although there were some of those.
Mystique and Beast.
Okay, we're not. No, I said. What did I just say?
Nasty.
I just said we're not discussing it.
I'm sorry. I got excited. Certain animal artist. Don't hit me. Okay.
Okay, so the rogue scene. I wanted to say rogue scenes, but really it was just one scene. It was all right. Didn't really add anything at all to the movie, but it was kind of cool.
And they changed certain scenes, like they changed the Quicksilver scene. They changed the scene where he's like, in the future, do I make it? And Wolverine's just like, no. And it's like, dude, that's not nice. Be nice to your friends. That's the lesson of this podcast.
Oh, and at the end,
be nice to your friends.
At the end of the movie, there was a deleted scene with, my main man Frasier.
No, he's making that up.
No, that's true. Kelsey Grammer was in the movie.
Oh, that's not deleted. What?
Oh, really? Was that? Oh, yeah, I guess that was. Okay,
what
might
are
be.
you talking
Might be. I said might be.
Okay.
Kelsey Grammer, Transformers, Age of Future Past, Age of
Apocalypse. Age of Ultron.
No, what is that called?
Age of Extinction.
Age of Killing Jesus, I believe.
Age of the Fallen.
Age of Expendables 3, was it?
Age of the Fallen, Dark Side of the Moon.
Age of X-Men.
What are you looking
Legends
for?
of Oz. Age of 30 Rock.
Okay. Yeah. On a Simon scale of worst to best, how would you give this one?
Well, the original film, Transformers, X-Men, Days of Podcast. That movie was the best.
Okay, so would you rate this better or worse than that?
It added nothing. Well, there was that steamy scene between
oh boy,
Apocalypse and Kelsey Grammer.
That's a cool background on your phone. I like the punch. Okay, sorry. Continue.
So I'd say it was pretty cool.
More water. Okay.
I'll kill you.
Yeah. So does this get a best too, or a worst?
Yeah, I mean it didn't really. Yeah. Okay. Moving on to the interesting stuff.
About on the subject of X-Men First Class. X-Men Days of First Class. X-Men First Days of Future.
Days of Kevin Bacon, I believe it was.
Days of Future Class. No. X-Men Days of Future Kevin Bacon. X-Men Days of Future Past. Yeah.
Kevin Bacon was definitely somewhere in there.
He was in First Class.
No, I mean in the title.
Oh, yeah. X-Men Days of Future Past starring Kevin Bacon. Or
X-Men Days of Footloose, I believe it was.
Subtitle, Bear to be Kevin Bacon.
Dare to be Square.
Dare to get bacon. Yeah, is that it? That should be our subtitle.
Alright, well,
it's bacon, like...
I think it's time to move on.
Alright, yeah. So in Days of Future Past...
No.
The timeline is reset.
Oh, gosh.
We're gonna explain this, man.
Okay.
So Wolverine is sent back in time to his past body via powers Kitty Pryde inexplicably has for no reason. He then changes the timeline while time traveling, and everything is new. That is why, for those of you who don't know, we're getting a new Deadpool movie. It is because... So, Ryan Reynolds is still playing Deadpool, but say the other guy... What's his name? I don't know his name. is not playing Colossus anymore. There's a new Colossus. Is because
Nobody knew his name ever.
with a new Colossus, or like a new Gambit, we're getting Channing Tatum as Gambit.
That's not for sure yet.
Channing Gambit.
There have been
No, he
so
can
many
play.
problems with that so far that it
they're
still could be canceled.
People love Gambit, man. People
Nobody knows who freaking Grumbit is.
People love their Grumbits.
People saw him in X-Men Origins and were like, "Oh, that's cool, I guess."
People like a bit of Gambit. A Gambit. Moving on. So that's why we can have, like, say, a new Gambit, but it's the same guy playing Deadpool. New guy playing Gambit because like a different
Duke Nukem.
a different sperm and egg meat, but it could also be the same because the same sperm and egg meat and produce Deadpool, but comic book Deadpool. Ah, that's awesome. So that's why we're getting Deadpool, which is looking really good. Have you seen all the trailers and promo art and teaser art and T-shirts? And
Yeah, I'm
logos and what have you?
skeptical.
You're skeptical.
I'm skeptical.
You gotta explain.
Yeah, okay. So far we've seen a lot. Could you never do that again, please? So far we've seen a lot, but really we haven't. Like every single trailer that they've released, every even short, just like TV spot or whatever they've released, it's all just been the same thing. It's been
Yoking around. He's Deadpooling about. He's in a Deadpool. He's playing Deadpool. No? Okay.
well, none of that actually. It's been his origin, and then it's been like that highway scene, and that worries me.
We've seen a bit of like a end fight, like with or like maybe it's not an end fight. We don't know, but like there's a scene with Angel Dust where she walks up and she punches Colossus, and then Negasonic Teenage Warhead, nailed it, walks up and punches her. So like there are multiple scenes. I'm really excited for this.
Well, I don't know,
We haven't
though.
seen a lot.
Because that could have been, like, knowing Deadpool, that could be directly after the highway scene. Because there's a scene where he's talking with Colossus, and then there's a scene where they're together and they're brawling.
See, yeah, I'm really excited for this, man. Like, the thing with Deadpool, we don't know what to expect. You know, like, that could be bad, but it also could be really good.
Well, here's the other thing about Deadpool, though. It's pretty easy to mess it up.
That's fair. Yeah.
As we've seen
Yeah, I
in...
agree. Everyone's favorite, X-Men Origins Wolverine. X-Men Origins.
I was going to say Age of Ultron, worst movie ever made.
Yeah, he was really bad in that. 'Cause
Yeah.
He wasn't in it. Wait, are you serious about Age of Ultron? I thought you liked Age of Ultron. Where do you stand?
Okay, moving on.
Age of Ultron. Do you like Age of Ultron?
Terrible movie.
No,
Worst movie ever
Answer
made.
the question.
No, I liked it.
Oh, okay, good.
It was
Good. So
when I saw the movie in the theater,
you don't have to block me.
in the 3 dimensions,
Yeah.
all 3 of them, it was like a comic book.
Yeah, I can remember seeing Age of Ultron for the first time. I was psyched.
I can remember you seeing Age of Ultron without me as well.
Yeah, we didn't see it together because I couldn't. I had plans. Okay.
Not what happened. We had plans, then you bailed on our plans. All right, moving on.
So the movies that have been changed are as follows. Can I use?
What?
I'm gonna just list off all the movies and which ones are different.
What?
The X-Men movies. The movies about Eggmen. The Eggsmen movies.
Yeah, sure.
The
Go
movies
ahead.
about people with Eggsmen. The Eggsmen
Okay,
movies.
well,
Okay.
not a fan of those.
First Class is still canon, right? And then directly after that is the war scene in X-Men Origins Wolverine, where he goes through all the wars. That's still canon because it takes place before 1979.
1979. Are you sure?
Yeah, that's what he said. He was like,
Okay.
I didn't have my power in 1979.
Okay, yeah, alright, okay.
Okay, that's my Professor X impression. It's a work in progress.
Charles Xavier.
Charles Xavier! I don't want your suffering.
Okay, no, we're not doing this.
I don't
We're
want your future. So Wolverine origin still canon, but all the Deadpool stuff, all the Weapon X stuff, no longer canon. The part in Days of Future Past that takes place in 1979 still canon. Rogue Cut is canon.
No.
Yeah, Rogue Cut's canon.
No.
They can't both be
No.
canon. But it was released after. Okay.
No, the road cut is just another thing that
Yeah.
they were gonna do, but it's not. No.
Okay, it's not
It
canon.
doesn't make a big difference either way, but
Yeah.
it's not canon.
Okay. But then after that, X-Men Origins Wolverine, the stuff that takes place after 1979, not canon. Hey, wait a minute. Wasn't one of the scenes in X-Men Origins Wolverine where he's going through all the wars with his brother, Sabretooth? Wasn't one of those Vietnam?
Was.
But in Days of Future Past, which we just watched...
No, wait. I don't think it was, actually.
Okay. Never mind then.
I think the last one was
It's called,
the Cold War.
Yeah. Okay. Or he could have joined it afterwards.
I don't remember. I haven't seen the film
Yeah.
all the way through in quite some time.
X-Men, the first ever X-Men movies, the first ever X-Men movie, not canon.
What?
Yeah.
The whole thing?
They erased it. They went back in time.
Well, hold on a second. That was the one where it was like Wolverine and Rogue, and they rolled
Yeah.
up to...
Magneto controlled the Statue of Liberty, like in Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah, no, there's actually...
Spoiler alert for Ghostbusters 2.
No such thing as Ghostbusters 2. Never happened.
Oh, that's another spoiler for that.
Yeah, too bad.
It's
Too
all
bad
a
it
dream.
never happened.
Like
Too bad it
Fight
never
Club.
happened.
Spoiler alert for Fight Club. I should say spoiler alert before I spoil these.
Yeah, you're not good.
Okay. Yeah, so X-Men, not canon. Okay, well, they're all canon, but they're not the current timeline. We should say that. Agreed? Except the road cut's not canon, I guess.
The road cut doesn't matter.
Yeah, okay. Moving on, even though we watched it. Well, we skimmed it. It's alright, guys. We're loyal. We'll do anything for you. Even watch all of the road cut stuff. You don't gotta worry about it. X-Men 2. X-Men United. Like the airline. Not canon. X-Men...
I didn't know there was an airline called X-Men United. But if you say so.
You answering the phone? Oh no, you're playing Tetris. He's playing Tetris.
I'm not playing Tetris, man.
He's playing Tetris. X-Men 3, the best one. Last Stand.
Hey, don't say that.
Okay.
Don't say
The worst
stuff.
one.
No, I love it.
You love Last Stand.
Yes.
I know you do.
I love the part.
It's got Vinnie Jones as the Juggernaut. It's got a weird mind back.
Don't tell me about the Juggernaut.
It's got Professor...
Don't even say that.
It's got Professor X exploding and then coming back in a body that is his brother's, but in a coma, but also it can't walk as well because he comes back in Days of Future
No,
Past.
it was just him. I don't understand where you're getting this brother thing.
That's
was just
the
him.
explanation I've
He
heard.
just came back to life. It was nothing. It was nothing at all. Don't question it. It was good enough, as they say.
Is that your catchphrase now?
I don't have a catchphrase. This isn't
You need-
a comic book or something.
It's a podcast. It's a comic book podcast where we cover movies, comic books, and regular books.
And that concludes our first and last episode.
No, wrong.
Oh, okay, my bad.
I should mention, we don't talk about regular books. Yeah.
What?
I mean, we can. Do you want to?
I'm leaving. That's
do,
it.
Do you have any books to talk about?
Yeah, I got a few.
Okay, we'll do that later. Then.
Comic books?
No!
Hey!
The Wolverine, not canon. Do you know that?
The Wolverine is definitely canon.
Or, I mean, okay, the Wolverine, not...
Oh,
same
wait,
timeline.
no. You're right. The Wolverine... Or, yeah. It's,
Not
it's,
same timeline, yeah.
Yeah, it's different thing, yeah. It happened, but not...
Yeah, it happened, but only Wolverine knows about it.
Well, Charles Xavier.
Charles Xavier. I'm Charles Xavier.
Stop.
Yeah, that wraps it up. And Still in the current timeline, we have coming up Gambit, Deadpool, and X-Men Apocalypse. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, okay. I'm
Do you
looking
wanna-
forward to Apocalypse, actually.
Yeah, it looks really good. Do you want to make some predictions?
I do.
Okay, go ahead.
Someone, not saying who, because only I know this information, someone's going to die. And it sure as hell isn't going to be me.
In the theater.
Yeah. No, I'm not threatening the world here.
Like
But
a
maybe.
Batman? But maybe.
Yeah, someone, one of the X-Men or X-Women, this is 2015, 16, so 2016.
Mm-hmm. Or X people.
Yeah, all of you X people out there,
Yeah,
one of you might die. One of you will die.
that's
I'm
true.
going to kill one of you.
If you're listening to this podcast, you will definitely die.
I mean,
Everyone dies.
yeah, okay.
To quote X-Men Days of Future Past.
Everybody dies.
No, that.
Some just need a little help. That's that, right?
Yeah. All right. That's great, Simon.
All right. Well, I think
Do you want to
we've-
do recommendations?
Oh,
You have a
we're not
recommendation
done
for this
yet. We should talk about Daredevil a bit, don't you think?
You want to do that next week?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, next week, tune in, listen in, or next. What are we going to do this every week? Yeah.
We'll try.
Okay, next
But-
episode on Podcast of the Apes, we will talk about Daredevil. So listen in for that. But
And not the Ben Affleck one. Never that.
oh, we're gonna talk about the Ben Affleck.
No.
We're gonna mention it.
Okay.
We're
Well,
gonna make some catty comments about how we don't like that movie.
nobody.
We're gonna talk-
Nobody.
We're gonna talk about that sweet soundtrack. Wake me up inside.
Wait, is
Wake
that song
up.
from the movie?
Yes.
What? No. There's
No,
no
it was
way.
in the movie. They didn't write it for
Okay,
the movie, or
okay.
maybe they did. I don't know.
No, they didn't. They did not. I refuse to believe it. Okay.
Save me.
No, stop.
from...
Stop singing. God. Okay. All right. Recommendations. Comic book recommendations.
Do you have an X-Men
movie?
related recommendation?
Well,
People want to get into X-Men. What should they read?
X-Men. What even is that?
It's like a comic book thing.
Oh, sweet. I love those.
Okay.
You know, actually, because we did mention Daredevil,
Mhm.
that new Daredevil series is pretty good.
Do you want to get who it's written by? I have an issue over here.
Yeah.
I have lots of issues, Simon.
Yeah, you do.
I have issues.
That's for sure.
I have issues with you.
Yeah. Okay.
It's written by someone with the last name Soul. I got the paperback copy right here. What is this? Hang on.
Looks like you've been pranked. No, that's a lie.
Okay. It's someone with the last name Soul, so if you want to look that up, it's spelled Soule, and it's the new Daredevil series. You'll find it. It's got a guy with 10 fingers. Spoiler alert.
But don't we all have 10 fingers? Well, most of us.
10 fingers on each hand, Simon. That's crazy.
No spoilers.
All right.
He only has 10 fingers.
Or does he?
Wink.
That we know about.
Ooh, that's a funky finger. Okay,
Recommendation. All right, it doesn't have
I
to be.
made my recommendation. You can make your.
Oh, your recommendation is Daredevil?
Yeah, dude.
Well, my recommendation is for this week. I'm going to tell a story. Stop playing Tetris on your phone.
I like Tetris.
No,
This isn't even Tetris.
we're doing
Okay,
a
fine.
podcast. Listen to my recommendation. All right, thank you. You're a good friend. You just cracked all your fingernails.
It hurt. Oh gosh.
My recommendation for this week is my uncle's birthday present to me this winter. I'm born in the winter. Spoiler alert. Which is Alan Moore's. You know I like Alan Moore. Alan Moore's
Dude.
Hypothetical Lizards.
Oh.
Do you want me to show you what the copy is?
I kind of do.
Okay, I'm gonna get it. Over here. Ah. Wait, you have to talk to our listeners.
Yeah, right. Okay. All right. Now it's just you and me, and you and you. I'm predicting 3 listeners. Oh, hey, okay.
All right. Alan Moore's Hypothetical Lizard. You see that?
I see it.
Now, it's not about lizards.
You have to see it to believe it.
Do you want to describe it?
Yes, I do. It looks like
It's about wizards.
Dragon Quest. It's got
Just describe what you're seeing.
It's got some funky writing on the front. It's like Dan from the Game Grumps.
Okay, I don't think my uncle knew.
Oh dear, what am I looking
He's
at?
flipping through it.
Oh, well, that's a masterpiece.
So I started reading this in class, and it is a comic book. To all our friends who are comic book readers out there, a piece of advice from Sebastian: never just open a graphic novel in like a class. Like I was reading this in my English class, and I didn't know what it was. Never do that. That's a bad idea, because it could have boobs in it, or this picture. Simon, it's pretty gross.
I don't know if I want to see.
You see that? Top of somebody's brain. Hurts.
Oh wait, that guy's head just got peeled all apart.
Okay, so this is about a girl who lives in this like sort of Lord of the Rings magical world, and she becomes a whore for wizards. Did I tell you about this?
You did.
My uncle sent this to me. Why? What? He didn't read it? It says on the back. I didn't read the back either. Maybe it's a family thing. We don't read the backs of books. But
I do.
That is weird.
Oh wait, is it too late to suggest a real book?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
I don't know, Simon. Do we do real books?
We do real books. We do.
Oh,
Up top. All right. So I might be a few years late on this, but there's this book called Look Who's Back.
Mhm.
And spoiler alert,
You're gonna recommend a book and give a spoiler?
it's Hitler. Hitler's back.
Oh God,
That's really all you need to know.
that's terrible.
It's pretty good.
I'd like to just throw out there that we do not agree with Hitler on anything.
Not on most things. Hey, he had a great mustache.
No, I don't even like it.
Okay, no. Think about this. Think about
Doesn't
this.
have the face for it.
If Hitler never had that mustache, then that mustache would be associated with Charlie Chaplin, and he's a legend. People would be wearing that mustache all around town.
Okay, that's a fair point.
Yeah, and it's a pretty cute little mustache.
And on that note,
Guess who's growing one of those mustaches?
Okay. I've been Sebastian. You gotta say
That's
it.
true.
You gotta. He's been Simon.
For a while now.
Okay, yeah.
Couple
For a
of
long
years.
time. And this has been Podcast of the Apes. If you want to contact us, once again, our Gmail account is podcastoftheapesshow, all one word, at gmail.com. Our Twitter
Whatever.
Twitter name is at Pod of the Apes.
What?
Pod of the Apes. Yeah, at Pod of the Apes. Tweet at us. Tweet us a picture of your bum.
Don't do that. Please don't do that. But do send us feedback.
And I will send it to Simon. And I'll send you feedback on your back. On your back
Side. Up top. Alright, we're done here.
That's all, folks. I'll see you next week.